Welcome to ACC Student News.
The news students can use. I'm Richard.
And I'm Janae. Here are this week's stories. A former Iowa superintendent was arrested by ICE agents is accused of living in the U.S. illegally and possessing firearms. Ian Roberts was arrested following a brief police chase and is fighting deportation to Guam. He listed MIT Sloan School of Management as the school where he studied, but according to the university spokesperson, they have no record of him attending. In 2024, a judge had revoked his work authorization due to another court decision against Roberts with a gun charge. Roberts waived his right to a detention hearing and a preliminary examination and is still in custody.
The search is on again for Amelia Earhart's long-lost plane that crashed when she was attempting to become the first female pilot to circle the world. Researchers from Purdue University are set to travel to the South Pacific to determine if an anomaly on a remote island is the wreck of her lost plane. The Purdue Research Foundation and Archaeological Legacy Institute will send a team to inspect the object in November. If this is her plane, they plan to transport it back to Purdue West Lafayette, since the Purdue Research Foundation originally paid for it. They also mentioned that Earhart did work for the university for 2 years in the 1930s.
President Trump says he wants to use American cities as military training grounds at a meeting with military generals and admirals. Trump stated that cities such as San Francisco, Chicago, New York, and Los Angeles have been taken over with civil disturbances that he referred to as enemy within. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth also spoke about ending the woke culture at the Pentagon and also announcing new male-level physical fitness standards for military officials. Hegseth vowed to end the era of unprofessional appearances, including beard exemptions. He acknowledged a move that may exclude women from serving. Trump explained the purpose of the meeting as an exercise in generating a possible opportunity to galvanize his troops.
The Eiffel Tower closes because of strikes held all across France due to the number of protesting in the streets of Paris. Protesters took to the streets of more than 200 towns and cities across France to denounce spending cuts and demand higher taxes on the rich. Thousands of workers, retirees, and students marched on the city. The nationwide strike was called by France's major unions that are urging the Prime Minister to abandon draft budget measures proposed by his predecessor. Some of these include social welfare freezes and other measures that will further erode the purchasing power of low-paid and middle-class workers.
2 days after a devastating attack at the church, the attack an Iraq war veteran who had made disparaging comments about the LDS faith, a woman who survived the deadly attack on a church in Michigan, in a letter posted on social media that she looked the gunman in the eyes both after he killed her father. In the letter shared on Monday, the woman recounted the events of the shooting at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Grand Blanc. 4 people were killed. That's all the news we have for now.
Stay tuned for more news after the break.
Hey, what was that back there?
We shouldn't have lost the game.
Just because we lost the game doesn't mean you should take your anger out on the other team. We lost, and that's okay, because we're not going to win every game. I don't want to see you slapping another team's hand like that after a loss, because that just shows bad sportsmanship. We need to respect them because they just beat us fair and square. Do you understand that?
Yes, Coach, I understand it now.
Okay, let's go clean up the dugout now.
Welcome back to ACC Student News.
Here are the rest of the stories. The government hits its 3rd day of being shut down with no signs of a resolution. Senators remain divided over a House-passed bill to extend funding for 7 days. Democrats are demanding an extension of health care tax credits and restrictions on the president's ability to re-sign the funding approved by Congress. The Trump administration is also weighing layoffs of federal workers, possibly by the thousands. President Trump stated that would meet with the head of office management and budget to see which programs could be cut in order to pause or cancel funding for projects in blue states. If no decision is made soon, it will be up to President Trump on what happens next.
The Fat Bear Week is over, and the Kamptee National Park and Preserve in Alaska has named its fattest bear of the year. Bear Thirsty 2, also known as Chunk, was crowned the winner of Fattest Bear contest. Chunk is a towering brown bear with a broken jaw. This is the first in the last 3 years where he has been placing second. Chunk's weight is estimated at 1,200 pounds. The Fattest Bear contest is an annual online competition, and it is very popular. This year, it attracted over 1.5 million votes from fans who get to watch the bears gorge on a record of salmon. Voters get to review before and after photos of the bear starting from the summer until the fall.
An Indiana state prison is expected to home to some 100 adult men being detained prior to deportation by the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Officials confirmed that detainees with no pending criminal charges have started to arrive at the Miami Correctional Facility near Kokomo, Indiana. ICE will be paying almost $300 per detainee per day to use as part of the state prison in a 2-year contract. Currently, the state estimates $75 daily to house each of the convicted felons that are in the other part of the prison. The State Budget Committee has already agreed to repurpose the $15.8 million in state prison funds to prepare the facility for ICE detainees.
2 men are dead and 3 others are injured after an attack on a synagogue in Greater Manchester, England. Police are saying that 3 suspects have been arrested under suspicion of commission, preparation, and instigation of the attacks. They are calling this attack an act of terrorism. One of the victims was stabbed and the other 2 struck by a car that was driven at the members of the public. Police shot the attacker within 7 minutes of the first call. a large number of people were worshiping at the Heaton Park Synagogue during Yom Kippur.
Charlotte Douglas International Airport discovers the body of a stowaway in the landing gear of one of their airplanes. Authorities are currently investigating to identify the victim and find the origin of the flight. This tragic incident is surprisingly common, with about 77% of people who sneak on planes end up dying. That's all we have for this week. I'm Richard.
And I'm Janae. Make sure to check out the rest of our videos on YouTube and follow on Instagram at
ACC TV Hammond.